to Mombasa, the sandy beaches of Mombasa, where IEK, that is the Institution of Engineers of Kenya, are currently holding their annual one-week conference in Mombasa. And let's first of all listen in.
In the house, that means Engineer Annette, I'm not 35, but I am at 35 at heart. I have Gen Zs in the house, and sometimes I don't like gadgets. I struggle with a lot of these gadgets, but there's something about them. I have an alpha in there. And my alpha, in fact, the other day, I was struggling looking for the remote TV. She's just 6 years old, and she asked me, "Mom, what's wrong with you? You don't need a remote. Just give me your phone." And she looked very irritated. So she took my phone. You know, they don't show you. She took my phone and somehow operated it. So I asked her, how did the remote come to my phone? She told me, "Mom, how old are you? And you don't know these things." So I really got challenged, and I had to get through and find out, how they managed to operate the TV. So for them, it's so natural. So it's no longer optional. Even as it becomes uncomfortable, it will be an uncomfortable space for some of us, but we must get in there. Innovation is the backbone of national competitiveness, and it has become competitive. We have people coming from other continents because the resources are in Africa. And for us to remain competitive as a continent, as a country, we must embrace it however uncomfortable it is. Kenya's innovation outlook shows that engineers are driving progress in energy, in agriculture, in transport, and in healthcare. From smart grids to IoT-enabled systems in our cities, from climate-smart agriculture to digital land platforms, engineering is shaping how we live and thrive in the years ahead. Innovation must be supported through research funding, industry collaboration, and an ecosystem that encourages experimentation. The rise of green engineering also offers new opportunities in renewable energy, sustainable housing, and low-carbon developments, all areas where Kenya and Africa have a very big opportunity to lead. Ladies and gentlemen, these opportunities come with challenges, limited research and development investment, inadequate collaboration between academia and industry, and the persistent drain of talent leaving the country. Yet within those challenges lies an enormous possibility. Our ICT strength, regional integration, and infrastructure pipeline position Kenya especially for accelerated growth. Engineers will determine whether that growth becomes a reality. So you can imagine the burden placed in you who is in the room. To the young engineers, to the 35, and even those that are young in the heart, your future will be defined by the ideas you're willing to pursue today. You must embrace multidisciplinary thinking. You cannot say, "I'm an engineer, so I'm not going to learn accounting. I'm an engineer, so I'm not going to learn business. I'm not going to get business skills. I'm an engineer, I don't care about what AI has to offer." We must embrace multidisciplinary thinking. You must also be bold enough to build enterprises, confident enough to lead teams, curious to learn continuously, and brave enough to innovate beyond what already exists. You are stepping into a world that is fast-changing, that is also demanding, and full of uncertainty. It is also a world you have everything it takes to rise to that moment. In closing, and as someone who has worked a long professional journey, one shaped by persistence, learning, and purpose, my message to you is simple. Do not underestimate the power of your ideas. Your skills and your voice. Kenya really needs you. Africa needs you. The future of this world needs you. So let us work together, and really this is an invitation. Let us work together to build a country where engineers are not only implementers, but architects of national vision. A country where innovation is supported, talent is nurtured, entrepreneurship is celebrated, and leadership is grounded in service. Thank you once again for this opportunity, and may this summit inspire you to engineer a future worthy of Kenya's and Africa's promise. Thank you, and God bless you.